let's get into the pick talk here because that's a big part of this. So we went into this week here with the 4th overall pick. We had the Patriots, Titans, and Browns ahead of us. And now the Patriots won, guys. The Patriots beat the Bills. So they've now officially gone down in order. So now the only 3-team wins, there are 3-win teams, are the Browns who lost yesterday, the Titans who lost today, and us who lost today. That puts us in pick number 3, guys. Now, that is an option for us to move up, and that could be bad, good or bad. Here's the big thing. Do any of y'all think that the Browns and the Titans will not pick a quarterback? That's the big thing there. And you look at the Browns situation. The Browns have obviously Deshaun Watson as their quarterback, who's been underperforming, to put it nicely, with the Browns since he signed that massive deal. They have the option of drafting a guy, letting him sit behind Watson for a little bit, and then look to move on next year for Watson and start him next year. They have the Titans who, again, Will Levis, so bad they benched him again today and put Mason Rudolph out there. So they need a quarterback. So you can look at this as potentially a bad thing if you're pro the Giants getting a quarterback at all costs. I know some of y'all are, some of y'all aren't. And I'm not the get a quarterback at all costs. I'm okay with get a quarterback at a reasonable cost. I'm in that field. But, the Patriots were somebody we could have traded up with because the Patriots just got Drake May. I feel like we've lost that option now. And this could be a bad thing if you're pro get a quarterback at all costs because we don't have that now. You got the option now. If you want to go ahead and get a quarterback, you're going to have to either hope that one of these two in the Browns or the Titans don't get it, or I'm going to throw this at you. You got to hope that Dion and Shedeur do something crazy and basically tell these teams point blank he wants to be a Giant. Because I do think that is the case. I really do. If you look at what's been going on lately, you got the Titans are just, never been a good franchise, let's be honest here. They had a couple good years when they first moved to Tennessee with, McNair and Eddie George. And you got the Browns. Who are the Browns? Like, I'm not trying to be a jerk about it because the Giants haven't been a great franchise lately either. But the Browns are one of the worst franchises in the entire NFL and have been for quite some time now. So the Giants, bad lately, but have a good history at the very least. You got something we can hang our hat on. And you got Shedeur Sanders during the Heisman presentation there. Beforehand was walking the streets of New York with Malik Neighbors. They were even spotted in video playing catch. You had last week at the Alamo Bowl, you had Shedeur Sanders with Giants cleats in his locker. In his locker. Like, he doesn't think people are going to be taking pictures. Of course he knows that. This is all part of the game. To me, all the signs are there that he wants to be a Giant. And if that's the case, guys, guess what? If he pulls an Eli and says, I'm not going to play for the Browns, I'm not going to play for the Titans, I could see a team like with the Titans or the Browns saying, you know what? We don't want a guy that doesn't want to be there. We're just going to figure it out. And we're going to move on from him, or we're going to trade down. Or trade his rights like we did with Eli. Because keep in mind, the Chargers actually drafted Eli Manning, not the Giants. That was a trade. Like I said, I fully anticipate there to be some drama with the Sanders camp this year. Now, whether that makes you want Sanders more or not, I don't know. You want a quarterback that wants to be here. That's for damn sure. You don't want a guy that's upset about getting drafted by us, like some of the rumors were about Neighbors when we first got him. But I think Neighbors does like being in New York. I think he was just frustrated with the team. But is also the potential of, do you really want somebody who causes so much issues he doesn't want to go to a team? I have no problem with that personally, but I can see how some people would have an issue with that. Because I'll tell you this, if let's say hypothetically that happens, there's a lot of hypothetical this, it's very early on. If hypothetically you would have a problem with Sanders saying to the Titans and the Browns, I don't want to play for you, I want to play for the Giants. If you have an issue with that, then you should have had an issue when Eli did it too as well 20 years ago. Because it's the same exact damn scenario. It's the same exact scenario. And the only difference is the player doing it. So if you have a problem with Sanders doing that, if he does go down that road, then I hope you can pull back stuff from 20 years ago of you saying Eli was a problem doing that as well. Because otherwise, there's just a lot of bias in that take, point blank. I'm going to say it like it is. And like I said, I'm not sitting here saying that he's the answer, Sanders. That's a whole separate topic. It's a whole separate thing we'll have to look at. And, I think we'll have that conversation at some point here, obviously. But we'll have to see how things progress. But at the very least, the Giants are in place for one of two things. Either one of the top two quarterbacks or Travis Hunter, Will Johnson kind of guy who can go play corner, or like Hunter can play corner and receiver. You have those options. You also have the option of maybe the Patriots want to trade back up with the Giants. Because the Patriots, by all accounts, were big on getting Travis Hunter. I kept hearing that over and over again. The Patriots want Travis Hunter. The Patriots want Travis Hunter. Well, they can still get him. They just might have to trade up to get him now. Maybe another team wants him real bad. If you're on team trade back, this could actually help the Giants in a lot. Because if they go quarterback in this draft, like a lot of people expected, and you can still see potentially based on need of the two teams on there, the Browns and the Titans, that could be a highly coveted pick to go ahead and get, Travis Hunter for one of the teams that are in love with him. If the Giants aren't, maybe the Giants fall in love with him, depending on who we've been picking. We'll have to figure that part of it out there. So,
if you like that clip, then you will love the full episodes too. Find us on your favorite podcast app and look for us on all your favorite social media platforms.
Thanks so much.
Please, I'm begging you. Please.